I don't know how to start. Okay. Okay. Welcome to the channel, guys. My name is Mariah. This is probably going to be my first YouTube video on here. I don't know why I'm making YouTube videos, to be honest, but the college app process, it's really confusing. We all want to get into our dream colleges. Basically, since I just completed the whole process, I'll be going to UC Berkeley in the fall. I wanted to make videos on what helped me during my college process and some takeaways that I got. You guys should know, many people told me not to submit this essay. This first video will only be focusing on me reading my Common App essay. And I wanted to do this because you really can take any direction you want with this essay. Many people told me not to submit it. Listen, they said, don't do this essay, it's too unique, it's too different, it's not what they're looking for. They were telling me all type of stuff like that. And in some cases, I probably should have listened a little bit, but I didn't. I submitted it anyways because I like what I wrote. I thought it spoke to me, and it might not have been the traditional Common App essay, but for whatever reason, it got me into an Ivy League school, it got me into USC, it got me into really good universities. So for those of you that don't exactly quite know what a Common App essay is, it's a 650 word essay. There's 6 different prompts. I want to think one of the prompts just being write about anything. So you really have a lot of creative freedom with this essay. You can send it to many colleges through your Common App account, and many colleges take it except like UCs or certain schools that are no essay. I used 626 words out of 650, so I was under the word count. I had no prompt, no direction. I just like thought of a theme in my head and how it related to me and just started writing, and sometimes that's the best place to start. Okay, the prompt I chose was, like I said, the prompt where you can basically write about anything. And it says share an essay on any topic of your choice. It can be one you have already written, one that responds to a different prompt, or one of your own design. What do you want to be? It is the most daunting question someone can ask people my age. One that confuses most, but is not nearly as perplexing as my answer. I want to be like the ocean. I've always admired it. Each summer, around the 4th of July, my family flies down to San Diego to see my cousins, my titos and titas, and my Lola. A trip to La Jolla Beach is mandatory, and as my younger cousins boogie board over waves, and my brothers build up sand castles that disappear under the tide, I nestle into the sand, gazing upon the ocean. The aqua blue waves grow larger as they approach the golden brown shore. In an instant, gravity draws the waves back down, crashing onto the sand, enveloping everything in its path. Gentle, but powerful. I want to be strong, like the ocean. Preschool was nothing like I thought it would be. I imagined myself meeting other little girls who loved playing with American Girl dolls and having my very own cubby for my purple backpack. But the darkness of my skin and the curls in my hair separated me from the light-complected girls I wanted to be friends with and the straight-haired girls that I longed to look like. I had been excluded from the games of hide-and-seek, so I began to play by myself, stranded on an island of exclusion, holding back waves of tears as I overheard the snickers of the other children. This is the first time I can remember feeling separated by my race. I was 3 years old. I want to be beautiful, like the ocean. 2nd grade. The first time I had straightened my frizzy curls. When I looked up at the mirror, I fell in love with the straight hair that met my eyes. I finally looked like the other girls at my school, so for years, straightening my hair would become mandatory in my daily routine. By the age of 14, my natural curls were no longer lively and voluminous like the vast ocean, but dry and brittle like the Mojave. While trying to fit in, I was damaging the biracial curls that linked me to generations of African American and Filipino descent, hiding them behind the tide of assimilation. I want to be expansive like the ocean. The summer before high school, I chopped off the ends that had been burned from my straightener and began my journey towards loving my natural self. I grew tired of fearing the waves of negativity that crashed into my shores if I dared to wear my natural hair in a curly afro. I needed to let go of my fear of standing out, to be strong enough to drown out those hateful words and to illustrate the beauty of expressing my racial identity. Determined to embrace my natural curls, I began to get creative and experiment with gels and curly creams. My natural curls began to form and take on the shape of a large cloud. I began to slick my edges down in swoops and swirls, big and small. Styles that I was told were too black now made me feel beautiful and strong. The confidence I now had in the curls that hung below my shoulders and the melanin in my skin was the evidence that I was finally emulating the lessons of the ocean. Above the water, darkness has conquered the sky and exists in harmony with the stars. Yet the children continue to draw their feet through the sand and chase the ocean. As they run towards the vast water, the ocean chases back without hesitation, without weakness. As I go through life, I will chase outwards, like the waves, eager to experience, willing to fail, and determined to grow. Maybe I am already like the ocean. Perhaps I always have been. So that's my Common App essay. It's kind of awkward that I have straight hair right now. I was reading the essay that explains how I had to stop straightening my hair and love my natural self. But I had to straighten it for graduation. I had it straightened like my whole childhood growing up is what that essay was about. Now I'm better at, managing that, I guess. As you can see, and as you start reading other people's essays, you'll see that mine took a very different turn. I kind of like pieced in together different parts, and it was more like a poem when I just filtered little bits of my childhood in between, all centered around a theme. And if you take away anything from this video, make sure you have a theme. It's mandatory in these essays that there's something beyond just telling a story, and that in the 650 words, 350 words, 200 words, however long your essay can be, that the admissions officer that's reading it can get a glimpse of who you are, not just what you've been through. I hope you guys enjoy it and are looking forward to more videos for my college series. Bye.